I was recently attacked on Reddit. Where's all the fun GU YouTubers? I know you have someone like Copper, but he doesn't quite have that youthful fun energy. Doesn't have that youthful fun energy? Yo, what is up? It's your boy CopperPitch here, filling in this week for this death deck that we're gonna break down. I'm the perfect person to break it down because I'm not scared to death. With this youthful exuberance, I'ma live forever. Guys, I have no idea. Today we're going to continue our series of looking at free-to-play budget deck. This is a zombie death deck with core, welcome set, and divine order only. No legendaries. Let's go. So this is a nether deck. So we're playing a ton of nethers. We have the Undead Roach is a nether. The Living Container is a nether. Voracious Fiend is a nether. It summons a zombie, which is a nether. Cursed Obelisks and Necroceptor both summon infinite zombies, which are nethers. V-Rock, Decaying Rhino, Nether Swarm Lord, Vampiric Skull, and Wicked Fae is two nethers. These are all nethers. We also have Vanguard Axeman because it's just good at taking out creatures, and Guild Enforcer because it's just a big wall with armor. You can get your zombies out behind the Guild Enforcer and you're going to be in great shape. Your zombies have leech. They can keep healing you. So basically, something that you need to keep in mind is this deck runs on zombies, and Cursed Obelisks and Necroceptor are both phenomenal at giving you zombies. They're both too good at giving you zombies, in fact. Both of these cards are going to be nerfed, in my opinion, in the near future. So don't spend too much money on them if you have to go out and buy these. They're too good. They're probably going to get nerfed. This deck also has a lot of card draw. We have the Brimstone, which deals 2 damage to each god and draw a card. This is going to enable you to get Frenzied, which is very important in this deck, and also draw cards. And we have the V-Rock, which allows you to draw a card on Roar and Afterlife. The reason it's important to get Frenzied is you have Cursed Obelisk, which gives you an additional zombie if you're Frenzied. So you get 2 zombies if you're Frenzied, you get 1 if you're not. And the Necroceptor gives you a 2/2 zombie if you are Frenzied, and a 1/1 zombie if you are not. So being Frenzied helps get more zombies, gets beefier zombies. Also, if you're Frenzied, the Undead Roach, when it dies, gets pulled back into your hand. That means you can play the Undead Roach on turn 1. Later, you can attack with it, and then Void Flash, select a friendly creature and an enemy creature, destroy them both. Undead Roach goes back into your hand, and your opponent's creature dies. The Decaying Rhino, if you're not Frenzied, takes 1 damage each turn, so it's good to be Frenzied and keep this big and tough to kill. The Nether Swarm Lord, if you're Frenzied, also draws you cards, which is huge. Again, card draw, just keep getting more and more zombies, more and more nethers. And then when it's all said and done, you corpse explode. So this is destroy your nether creatures, deal 1 damage to the enemy god for each nether destroyed, but if you're Frenzied, deal 3 for each nether instead. That means if you have a 6-wide board of zombies, that is going to do 18 damage to your opponent's face for 5 mana. So this is a great finishing card for this deck, but it's also kind of expensive, and you do need to have a full board, so we're only going to play 1 copy of it. We're also going to play 1 copy of Vampiric Skull, which has a roar of summon a creature that costs 3 mana or less from your void, give it Soulless. This is the perfect way to bring back Cursed Obelisks. This is going to immediately give you a 1/1 zombie in addition to the Obelisk coming back, and you get the Vampiric Skull. So you're getting a 6/6, a 1/4, and a 1/1, all for 6 mana, which is absolutely insane. And Void Flash, you can also, besides using your Undead Roach, you're going to have a ton of zombie fodder, so you can give up a 1/1 creature that already attacked that turn, and then Void Flash it, kill your opponent's biggest creature, and all you lose is a zombie. In terms of mulliganing, you're definitely going to want to find either your Necroceptor if possible. If not the Necroceptor, then find your Obelisk. Things that you can drop on turn 1 are Undead Roach, and namely the Voracious Fiend. This card is phenomenal to drop on turn 1. It's really great to drop on any turn, quite frankly. It's a 2 mana 2/2, but it also summons a 1/1. That's 3/3 worth of stats for 2 mana. That would already be decent, but they all have leech, which is insane, and they're both nethers. If you're going second, things like Blight Bomb, Vanguard Axewoman are definitely helpful as they're very reactive cards. They can help you get the board back, but you definitely need to find your Cursed Obelisk or Necroceptor. So let's take a look at some games I played with this deck and see how it went. Nice. Going first, playing Deception. We got our Cursed Obelisk. Against Deception, I'd rather have the Necroceptor for sure. Rapture Dance would love to kill this. Let's get rid of the 5-drop. Let's get rid of Brimstone. We're going first. Decaying Rhino, we can't play it for 4 turns.
Where to begin?
Watch your back.
Not a great opening hand. Let's see what he does. We might be able to get the Cursed Obelisk out. Ouch. I think we can still get this out, because it will spit out 1 zombie. So if he cheats the zombie, he'd have to sack both of these. If he sacks here and God Powers, no matter what, he'd have to lose both. Switch Duelists. Maybe he can Hunting Trap, sack 1. He doesn't have enough mana to God Power. I think this is hard enough to deal with. He's going to have to use a lot of resources. He leaves it alive. Wow. Risky play. He can cheat it next turn, but not before we're already 5 wide here. These Void Flashes are looking rather juicy if he plays any creatures that are more than 1 mana. We draw some cards. Ooh, there's our Necroceptor. Alright. Don't mind making trades here. He is going to have Rapture Dance soon. We have to make sure we keep our board narrow. At least as narrow as possible. We're going to get super wide with Necroceptor. But Necroceptor's fine. He loses favor when my zombies die. We do need to get to this relic removal first, which we can now do.
Is mine.
These are all nethers, so I'm just going to drop the Nether Swarm Lord and
Let's go get him. I'm right behind you.
we can now get our Obelisk back out as well with the Vampiric Skull in 2 turns. We can get double Nether Swarm Lord, which they buff each other. Now is the time for a Void Flash. So we're not frenzied, but that's fine. Tempted to grab the Rune of Strength, but I think we can hold off.
Look what the cat dragged in.
Doesn't really help him that much. If he does Rune of Strength something, we have another Void Flash. Hunting Trap God Power. Sets him up nicely for a Rapture next turn. So what does he get rid of here? Probably... maybe he just concedes. I mean, Vampiric, Necroscepter, Void Flash, Nether Swarm. He gets rid of the Necroscepter, but that's probably the one option he doesn't have time to get rid of that.
The hour is mine.
We have so many other options here. It's possible we even have lethal here. If we can get a corpse explosion. Ooh, okay. This is the perfect rapture dance. This would survive the rapture, so if he raptures, he just loses. GG's. Let's take a look at how some of my other matches wrapped up so you can see the power of corpse explosion. Or one-off lethal.
We're done here. At last.
Let's see if we can't find a brimstone. Ooh, corpse explosion. Let's do it. Love to see it.
Now
GG's.
we wait. At last.
That's just lethal.
Maybe
Take
not.
this out. And we get the corpse explosion off. Let's go. GG's. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you have fun. Hit that sub button and I'll see you next time.